This is my audience, my mom, Amy, and my dog, Ella, and Finn.
Okay. Do I hit the red button?
It's already going.
Oh, that's cute.
In the United States today, more than 1.1 million Americans are legally blind, and a further 50,000 people will lose their sight within the year. Today, I will talk to you about my involvement with my philanthropy Service for Sight, which I was introduced to through my sorority, Delta Gamma. Greek organizations are more than just a social organization. It's really about having an impact on your community. Once I joined Delta Gamma, I began to be involved with Service for Sight, the philanthropy. I want to tell you how Service for Sight has changed my life and how you can be involved yourself. Service for Sight, which was founded by Delta Gammas, is our main philanthropy. Service for Sight supports the 5 schools founded by Delta Gamma for the visually impaired and other North American organizations that promote sight preservation and conservation. According to the Delta Gamma website, Service for Sight was founded in 1936 by a Delta Gamma member named Ruth Billow, who was blind. She suggested to executive offices that we should make our philanthropy, the National Philanthropy of Delta Gamma, aid for the blind. Delta Gamma took her advice and they ended up making their own philanthropy called Aiding the Blind. In 1936, Aiding the Blind became the national philanthropy for every Delta Gamma foundation. In 1942, it was renamed Sight Conservation and Aiding the Blind, and then finally in 1995, it was renamed for the last time, naming it Service for Sight. Delta Gamma was actually the first national fraternal organization to create an independent philanthropic foundation. Now that I've told you a little bit about Service for Sight, I want to tell you about how chapters across the country are involved with philanthropy and how my own chapter is involved. Delta Gamma executive offices outlined a fundraising guideline each year that helps us reach our goals and understand tactics that will help improve our fundraising goals. According to Delta Gamma Director of Fundraising, Kathleen Milan, our biggest fundraising event of the year is Anchor Splash, which takes place in early March of each year. The point of Anchor Splash is to bring communities together for a better cause, which is for fundraising for the organization Service for Sight. It is one of the most recognized events across Greek communities across the nation. The reason it's one of the most recognized events across the nation, as in the Greek communities, is because it combines other sororities, fraternities, and non-Greek organizations into one event that is full of competitions for swimming and a large synchronized swimming competition in the end. It is one of the favorite nights of the year for a lot of people because it is equally fun as it is fulfilling. The best part about fundraising and enrichment events like Anchor Splash are that I get to give back to my community and have fun with my fellow sisters. According to Emily Rui, Vice President of Fundraising, Miami University's Alpha Omicron chapter of Delta Gamma raises $15,000 annually for Service for Sight. The money we raise for Service for Sight doesn't necessarily just come from our one event, Anchor Splash, but it also comes from a lot of smaller events throughout the year. According to the Delta Gamma handbook, we have other smaller events that are called Desserts with DGs and Slices for Sight that raise money with bake sales and food buying opportunities for other students that raise money for Service for Sight. Events like these are some of my fondest memories of my college career. Just this past fall, I participated in Slices for Sight by me and 5 of my fellow sisters being pizza delivery people for the night and delivering pizzas all over Oxford. We had the opportunity to have fun, see our friends, and raise a lot of money for a good cause. Upcoming in March is our annual Anchor Splash event, which I have already started working on routines for the synchronized swimming portion. We get to have fun while doing good, and then we get to see updates on how our money and our fundraising efforts have impacted the lives of other people, always in a positive way. Having been heavily involved in volunteering in high school, I knew that I had to continue on in college and find some outlet to do this in. Delta Gamma has let me do just that. When I was initiated into Delta Gamma, I took an oath to do good. Our philanthropy, Service for Sight, and our fundraising efforts have enabled me to do just that. Through our philanthropic efforts throughout the academic year and summer term, we are able to reach our fundraising goals and get to help the millions of people that are affected each year by being visually impaired or blind. Going forward, I hope to see the reach of hope to see the updates of the people in the schools that we help and see how our personal efforts have enriched the lives of others. Done.